strangers, it feels good that Sky is breathing the same air as I am, the same air that you did, the same air as May. Sometimes your music sounds like there's too much inside of you. Maybe even you couldn't get it all out. Maybe that's why you died. Like you exploded from the inside. I guess I am not doing this assignment the way I'm supposed to. Maybe I'll try again later. Yours, Laurel. Dear Kurt Cobain, when Mrs. Buster asked us to pass our letters up at the end of class today, I looked at my notebook where I wrote mine and folded it closed. As soon as the bell rang, I hurried to pack my stuff and left. There are some things that I can't tell anyone, except the people who aren't here anymore. The first time May played your music for me, I was in 8th grade. She was in 10th. Ever since she'd gotten to high school, she seemed further and further away. I missed her and the worlds we used to make up together. But that night in the car, it was just the two of us again. She put on Heart-Shaped Box, and it was like nothing I'd ever heard before. When May turned her eyes from the road and asked, "Do you like it?" It was as if she'd opened the door to her new world and was asking me in. I nodded yes. It was a world full of feelings that I didn't have words for yet. Lately, I've been listening to you again. I put on In Utero, close the door, and close my eyes, and play the whole thing a lot of times. And when I am there with your voice, it's hard to explain it, but I feel like I start to make sense. After May died last April, it's like my brain just shut off. I didn't know how to answer any of the questions my parents asked, so I basically stopped talking for a little while. And finally, we all stopped talking, at least about that. It's a myth that grief makes you closer. We were all on our own islands, Dad in the house, Mom in the apartment she'd moved into a few years before, and me bouncing back and forth in silence, too out of it to go to the last months of middle school. Eventually, Dad turned up the volume on his baseball games and went back to work at Rhodes Construction, and Mom left to go away to a ranch in California 2 months later. Maybe she was mad that I couldn't tell her what happened, but I can't tell anyone. In the long summer sitting around, I started looking online for articles or pictures or some story that could replace the one that kept playing in my head. There was the obituary that said May was a beautiful young woman and a great student and beloved by her family. And there was the one little article from the paper, Local Teen Dies Tragically, accompanied by a photo of flowers and things that some kids from her old school left by the bridge, along with her yearbook picture, where she's smiling and her hair is shining and her eyes are looking right out at us. Maybe you can help me figure out how to find a door to a new world again. I still haven't made any friends yet. I've actually hardly said a single word the whole week and a half I've been here except present during roll call, and to ask the secretary for directions to class. But there is this girl named Natalie in my English class. She draws pictures on her arms. Not just normal hearts, but meadows with creatures and girls and trees that look like they are alive. She wears her hair in 2 braids that go down to her waist, and everything about her dark skin is perfectly smooth. Her eyes are 2 different colors. One is almost black, and the other is foggy green. She passed me a note yesterday with just a little smiley face on it. I am thinking that maybe soon I could try to eat lunch with her. When everyone stands in line at lunch to buy stuff, they all look like they are standing together. I couldn't stop wishing that I was standing with them too. I didn't want to bother Dad about asking for money because he looks stressed out whenever I do, and I can't ask Aunt Amy because she thinks I am happy with the Kaiser rolls. But I started collecting change when I find it. A penny on the ground or a quarter in the broken soda machine, and yesterday I took 50 cents off of Aunt Amy's dresser. I felt bad. Still, it made enough to buy a pack of Nutter Butters. I liked everything about it. I liked waiting in line with everyone. I liked that the girl in front of me had red curls on the back of her head that you could tell she curled herself. And I liked the thin crinkle of the plastic when I opened the wrapper.